Yes, I've been away for a while, but I'm alive and well. Hi there, and welcome to WB Fine Woodworking. I'm Don. Yes, it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, and my apologies for that. Pam and I have been very busy with other things. In fact, this week was the first time I've been out of my shop to actually work on projects since we picked up our little girl, our little puppy, Emmy, at the San Diego airport on October 30th, 2020. So I've been very busy with her. I get to babysit her whenever Pam runs errands. When Pam has a doctor's appointment, she needs to go to the grocery store or the pharmacy or whatever, I stay home and babysit. And this is where I have to watch her. This is the yard right off our master bedroom. It's a yard that we've covered with artificial turf, and when we have puppies, we set up an X-pin so that we can isolate them from our older dogs. But in this case, we have Lexi in there playing with Emmy. It gives them an isolated space where we can put them together and they can play. Here we have Emmy in the pen and Lexi outside, and Emmy's doing everything she can to get Lexi to start playing with her. And Nadia over on the side could care less. She's going to walk away. Nadia's not impressed.
No. What do you think, Nadia?
This is how we introduced the two and got them to start playing together.
You gotta be careful.
So yeah, I've been out there. Most of you don't realize that having a puppy is just like having a baby. Except with a baby, you can wrap them up in diapers. Puppies, you can't do that. And the best place for a puppy is outside, not in the house, if you know what I mean. So that's where I've spent a lot of my time the last 3 months, out with Emmy, out in the side yard. It's been a lot of fun. We're really enjoying her. We're hoping that dog shows will open up once all this COVID vaccination comes along. That's something that Pam and I still haven't had a chance to do here in San Diego. They're still limiting vaccinations to 75 and older. But they say next week they may start it opening up for people that are younger than 75. I don't quite qualify for that yet. So once all of that gets started, hopefully dog shows will get going and we can get Emmy in the ring. We're looking forward to that. I did manage to get some things for the shop while I was not out here. And one of the things that I picked up was a pair of these Isotunes Lynx headphones. And I have to say, these are outstanding. These really work. As you know, I've been using the Isotunes. This is the Pro 2 version, the earplugs, and these were very nice. And as I mentioned when I first got them, they were a little tinny. They're not quite as deep bass as I like. Being a musician, I can be a little critical of what they sound like, but they were very good. I enjoyed those. But the biggest problem I have, if you watch some of my videos, when I used my Festool vacuum, it just was way too noisy for these. I tried them when I sanded the box for my trophy, and I just couldn't hear the music at all. These just could not cut off that noise. And I'd have to put these on top of it. At least with the headphones on top of the Isotunes, I could hear the music in the background, but it was still noisy. So I tried these the other day as I had to do some sanding on a project I'm working on. Super. I could not hear the Festool vacuum. They were that good. I didn't even know it was on. So these are fabulous. The sound is better than the earplugs. Much better sound from these, deeper bass. not nearly as tinny, so these are excellent. I'll be doing a review on these later on. I'll tell you more information about them. Speaking of headphones and electronics, one of the things that I'm going to get for this channel is a new microphone. I've been using this lavalier microphone and it's okay, it's fine, but it tethers me to the camera. Now, you don't realize it, but the camera's quite a ways away from me and I have this nice long cord that tethers me to that camera. And sometimes I forget that I'm tethered and I start walking away. And one of these days, I'm going to pull over that tripod with this cord and I'm not going to be able to put out any videos, at least using that camera for a while. So I am going to be looking into it. Of course, I have the money ready to go and they're out of stock. So as soon as the microphone that I want to get is back in stock, I'm going to get one and that'll improve the audio for this channel. So keep watching for that. One of the things I was able to accomplish this week was to get the JessEm Clear Cut Table Saw Precision Stock Guides on my SawStop. Now, that's a mouthful. I usually call them just the JessEm Stock Cut Guides. But I was able to get those finally mounted on my Incra fence. And there will be a video coming out on how I was able to accomplish that. I mentioned in my last shop update that this would not mount the usual way that JessEm has for mounting the stock cut guides to the Incra fence. So I had to come up with a different solution and it's working out just fine. I have made a test cut on it and that worked really great. One thing I've noticed, however, is that I'm going to need a push stick. This is my current push stick, but it runs into the guides here. I'm going to have to come up with a different push stick, so I'm going to be searching YouTube. So if you have a really good idea for a push stick in a video or even on a website, send it to me. I'll see if that's the one that I want to use. Even though I've been out of the shop, I have been thinking about what to do as far as some upcoming videos, and I'd like to remake a few that were okay when I made them, but the video quality and the sound quality was terrible. And one that was very popular was on this white pencil for marking dark woods like walnut, cherry. But since then, I found some other things. The first thing I found, and I've mentioned this before, is this very thin white pencil that they use in quilting. And I have had a chance now to use it, so I'm going to be talking about that one. And this one is a pica or a pica, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And what I did with this one is I put a white lead in it. So I am going to be doing a video and updating the one with using white pencils to mark dark woods. So that's an upcoming video. And by the way, I like both of these, and I'll tell you all about them in that video. Another video that I'd like to remake is a subject that I still see coming up on social media quite often. In fact, I saw it yesterday on a post. And that is, what kind of tape measure do you use in the shop? And I did a video on this DeWalt 9-footer, and it did quite well. It was a pretty popular video, but I've now since updated that. I found at Lowe's one day the Craftsman version. It's the exact same tape measure, a little different case, but the tape measure is the same, and they do compare, and I'll show that in the video. And then Stanley has been producing this 175-year anniversary tape measure. It's a beautiful tape measure. It's a really solid steel case. And I've been trying that. In fact, I even put a rare earth magnet on the back of it. These both have magnets on them. And so I like them because of that. So I tried a rare earth magnet. So I'll report on these Stanleys. This tape measure that's in these is almost exactly the same. So I'll tell you about that in the video. Well, while I've been away from the shop, I have been working on some videos, and I do have one coming out. I mentioned that I was going to show one on how you could create your own logo. We talked about that during the branding iron video that I did. And so I have been working on that at the computer. It's still a ways off because there's a lot to that subject and I want to make sure that I cover it thoroughly. So it looks like it's going to be at least 2 videos on how to create a logo for your business. But that is coming along. My next project concerns these 2 tiles. We lost Miller and Sassy last year, and a friend of ours, who's a ceramicist, really loved Miller. He was her favorite basset hound, and she really liked Sassy too. So she decided to go ahead and make these tiles for us in honor of Miller and Sassy. So I'm going to be making arts and crafts style frames for both of these tiles. So that's an upcoming project that I hope to have pretty soon. One thing I was able to do during my break away from the shop is to get my Wi-Fi system up and running. And this is my YouTube channel, or part of my YouTube channel. And I now can see all of my YouTube shows out here in the shop without having any buffering or loss of signal. So that's going to be something that's going to be real handy for me. Since I was able to get YouTube up and running, I'll be able to watch some of the shows I watch each week. This is a Shop Notes podcast by Woodsmith Magazine, and it's really nice. I enjoy that. And I also enjoy the Mark Spagnola's morning show on Friday mornings on YouTube. The main reason I'm able to get an excellent Wi-Fi signal out in my shop in my garage area is this mesh router system that I bought. I've been researching these for the last few years. They're much better than extenders and some of the other things that I've tried. This is the Eero brand, E-E-R-O, but there are other brands on the market now that are probably just as good. And some tech people think that there's some that are even better than this one. But it works, and that's all that I care for. This is a Wi-Fi 6, their Pro version. This unit is out in my shop. You can see the hardware unit just below it that it's sitting on. I was really pleased and surprised that I could get it all the way out here. When I was using extenders, I could get one extender to go to our laundry room, and then I had to change networks and go to another extender that I had out here in the shop, and even that wasn't very strong. So this unit being out in my shop is really helpful. It works with all of my Wi-Fi systems out here in the shop. This works with my Echo and my smart plugs and the cameras that we have for security reasons out on our driveway. And this unit connects by Wi-Fi to the main unit that's in the house that's hooked up to our modem that comes in from AT&T. So this is able to be all the way out here in the shop. It goes through this wall outside and through the house wall and all the way into the center of the house where the router is. In case you're wondering, this is a mesh system. It's much different than extenders. All 3 of the routers that I have are all on the same network. I don't have to change network names to go from one place to another. It's greatly improved the speed of our notifications on our cameras and how quickly we can switch and see what's happening out there. I was amazed at the improvement of speed of switching from the notification to seeing what's going on the camera. It's really helpful when we have packages delivered, especially at night. The previous night, literally in the middle of the night, this woke us up on the camera. This is at 10% motion, so it's slow motion. It turned out that it was an owl looking for mice. It was great lying there in bed to be able to check the cameras from the far end of the house just to see what was out there. Well, that's it for this shop update for January of 2021. I greatly appreciate all of you who have subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that today. And when you do, if you ring that notification bell down below, you'll know when I produce some videos. And I do have some planned. In fact, I'm working on some at the computer today. I greatly appreciate all the thumbs up. So please give me a thumbs up down below. That really helps our channel. And another thing that helps our channel is for you to ask questions or make comments below. I read them all and enjoy them. And I answer the questions as best I can. Another thing that helps the channel is sharing. So if you'd share this with your friends and other people that you know that are woodworkers, I'd greatly appreciate that, and it might help them out. Remember, the goal for this channel is to help other woodworkers. And that's what I wanted to do from the very beginning, and that's what I'm trying to do. And thank you all very much for watching. And as we finish off, there's some bloopers at the end and some other shots of Emmy. Hi there and welcome to WB Fine Woodworking. I'm Don. Yes, it's been a long time. Hi there and welcome to WB Fine Woodworking. I'm Don. Yes, I've been away for a while, but I'm alive and well, doing very well here in Southern. Well, I did one that's very popular, by the way, on this white pencil and using that to work. One of the things I was able to cut to... Well, that's it for this shop Well, that's it for the shop update for January. Well, that's it for this shop update of January. Well, that's it for this video. Well, that's it for this shop update for January of 2021. Wow, started a new year, and the other thing that helps our channel is the comments. If you leave any comments or ask any questions below, that really helps us out with the YouTube, whatever they call it. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that today. And if you if you can give that thumbs up down below, that greatly appreciate that. Share the video with others as well, and that passes the word to some others. So thank you all very much for watching. And as we finish off with some pictures of Emmy.
That's fine, because the other one, it needs to come back just a hair. There we go.
It seems that foot is connected with the tail. As soon as you move the tail, the foot moves.
Good.
To subscribe to our channel, just click on the WB Fine Woodworking logo. And here are 2 videos that you might be interested in watching. Thank you again for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.